We all carry invisible chains: regret, fear, doubt. Our greatest battles are fought within, not outside. Today, we journey into this inner wilderness. We'll face the 4 hidden forces that hold us back and learn to let go. Regret, a ghost haunting the corridors of memory. It replays our failures and missed chances, trapping us in a loop of what-ifs. Regret projects a perfect past that never existed, making us feel unworthy in the present. But regret isn't just pain, it's a signal. There's something to learn. The tragedy isn't the mistake, but missing the lesson it offers. To break free, we must listen to regret without letting it consume us. Ask not, why did this happen to me, but what can I learn from this? Our past becomes a library of experience, not a source of shame. The cycle of self-punishment ends with forgiveness. Forgiving yourself is not denial, it's self-compassion. You are not the person who made that mistake. You have grown. Setting down regret is like dropping a heavy stone you've carried for miles. It doesn't erase the journey, but it frees your hands for what's next. Your past mistakes do not define your future. When you see your past as lessons, the power dynamic shifts. The ghost of regret becomes a scar, a story of survival, not a bleeding wound. This process is gradual. Some regrets run deep. Uprooting them takes patience and persistent self-acceptance. Freedom from regret is turning guilt into wisdom. The echoes may linger, but they lose their power. Walk alongside your past, not as its prisoner, but as its equal. Thank it for its lessons, then move forward. Extract the lesson, forgive yourself, and release the pain. This is how you break the first chain. This is how you reclaim your present. Fear, a tyrant of the future, building prisons from imagined catastrophes. It whispers that safety lies in staying small, inside your comfort zone. But this prison is built by your own imagination. Fear magnifies threats and shrinks your confidence. We sacrifice today's possibilities to avoid tomorrow's imagined pain. The key isn't to eliminate fear, but to act despite it. Courage is moving forward even when you're afraid. Each small step chips away at the prison walls. Action is the antidote to fear's paralysis. The monster in the dark is always scarier than reality. Take the smallest step toward what you fear. Each action is a victory, a crack in the wall. Fear will argue you're not ready, but readiness comes from action. There's no perfect moment, just the next step. As you act, fear's volume decreases. It becomes background noise, not a command. Courage is a daily practice, not a one-time act. Choose action over anxiety, progress over perfection. Walk with your fear, acknowledge it, but don't obey it. You choose the direction, you take the step. With each act of courage, the world expands. The prison was never locked. The door was always open. You simply had to walk through it. Freedom is a choice. A lot of these mental chains, regret, fear, doubt, feel impossible to break because you're trapped inside your own head. That's where CBT can help you untangle these loops. Online therapy gives you real tools to break emotional barriers, with live video sessions or private WhatsApp support. Use code therapy20 for 20% off. Links in the description. Doubt. A parasite, not a prison. It feeds on your certainty, draining your will with quiet whispers. Are you good enough? Doubt disguises itself as realism, but its goal is to keep you small. Without belief, dreams wither before they begin. Doubt thrives in isolation, echoing in your mind. It convinces you to keep your goals secret, starving you of support. The first weapon against doubt is your voice. Speak your intentions, say them aloud, share them with someone you trust. Naming your goal brings it into the light. Doubt feeds on inaction and overwhelming goals. Break your ambition into small steps. Celebrate each win. Each small victory is proof against doubt's narrative. Focus on laying the next brick, not building the whole wall at once. Action creates a feedback loop. Progress builds belief, which fuels more action. Doubt starves in the face of consistent progress. Remember, doubt is a feeling, not a fact. Notice it, but don't argue. Just return to the next small action. Over time, doubt becomes a sign you're growing, not a verdict on your worth. Its whispers fade as your confidence grows. Doubt is not your enemy, but a signal you're on the right path. Let it remind you you're stretching beyond comfort. The parasite loses its grip as you act. You build belief brick by brick. Doubt becomes a marker of progress, not a barrier. Keep moving forward. Now the heaviest chains, guilt and shame. Guilt says, I made a mistake. Shame says, I am a mistake. These burdens anchor us to the past, distorting our sense of worth. We carry them into every new experience, filtering life through our flaws. This self-punishment serves no one. It only dims your light. The world may forgive, but we remain our own harshest jailers. The key is self-forgiveness, not denial, but acceptance of your humanity. You're not your mistakes. You're the person who can learn and grow from them. Self-forgiveness is liberation, reclaiming your identity from your worst moments. Begin with radical honesty. Face what happened, own your part, make amends if you can. Amends are about responsibility, not just relief. Once you've done what you can, let go. Speak to yourself with compassion as you would to a friend. Your worth is not based on a flawless record, it's inherent. The past is a chapter, not your whole story. Imagine setting down a heavy anchor you've dragged for years. The lightness may feel undeserved, but that's shame talking. Choose to walk away from the anchor, face the future as a whole person, scarred but stronger. Use your hardest lessons to become wiser and more compassionate. Transform guilt into wisdom. The chains of shame don't fall away on their own. You must unlock them. Self-forgiveness is the key. You are worthy of a future unburdened by the past. Set yourself free. Set yourself. We've journeyed through the mind's shadows, regret, fear, doubt, guilt. These are not monsters, but patterns, internal echoes and projections. Seeing them clearly robs them of power. You've faced them, learned their nature. Freedom isn't a distant goal. It's a choice you make now. Forgive yourself, act despite fear, believe in yourself, release shame. The strength you need is already within you. The chains were never locked. The prison door was always open. The moment you stop believing you're trapped, you're free. The key has always been in your hands. Awareness, choice, self-compassion. Turn it. Step into your potential. Your life is waiting. If you're ready to keep breaking your inner barriers, hit like and subscribe for more deep psychology breakdowns. And if you want real tools to help you work through these chains, check the link for online therapy. Code ADTherapy20 for 20% off.